room 110 in the L building. For more information, stop by L110 or call 626-585-7287.
Lancer Radio Network.
This one is now, and here we are now, exiting now and entering now. The past is history, the future's a mystery. If we're gonna live at all, it better be now, 'cause here we are now, leaping from now and landing on now. The past is history, the future's a mystery. If we're gonna live at all, it better be now.
Welcome back to Lancer Live here on Lancer Radio Network. We have here in the studio Michael G. with Live and Local. Michael.
Hey, Chuck. Thank you for having me again. And
Absolutely.
This is certainly fun, and a especially fun morning for me because of now. And following up the positive vibe segment just sounds about right with this. That is my dear, dear friend Jan Seides from San Antonio, Texas. She is a singer-songwriter, has been probably around longer than she really wants me to talk about. And I have her on the phone here on line one, if we can bring you in, and Jan, and talk about this. Jan is a songwriter and a storyteller, in a brilliant, brilliant way with wonderful, wonderful stories. And now is her anthem on what gets us out of worrying about everything. And the guys are out there scrambling, looking for the right button to bring her in. And I am hoping, are you there yet?
I am.
There you, Jan. Oh, what a sweetie pie. Thank you for calling in. I can't tell you how impressed I am with your music, and you know that from the first time I met you just a few months ago.
Thank you.
So talk to me. What made you write now?
Well, it has been on my mind for a long time, and that's, I'm afraid, not the only song on the subject. And it started out kind of like, well, okay, you didn't do that right, and so you have two choices here. You can feel bad about it, or you can just start from this moment and try again. And that idea stays with me. It repeats itself all the time. So this one, I had been thinking about it anyway, and I stumbled across something online that was a picture of a clock, and where every hour went, instead of having a number, it said now, and I went, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And I walked away, and the songs started forming like they do. And so I ran back to my desk and grabbed a pencil and a spiral notebook, which is my favorite way to write, and went and curled up in a corner of the couch. And by the time half an hour had gone by, you're listening to the result, or you were.
And that's the amazing creative process, isn't it? And it happens exactly like that. The inspiration happens in an instant, and then the creative process sometimes happens in about 30 minutes, and then the rest of the time is worrying about how to get back to that moment of inspiration, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Which you do all the time and do beautifully. Now, talk to me about where you are now in your career.
I'm doing what I always dreamed of. I love what I do. I'm bringing music to students. That's the way the mortgage gets paid. And I'm also bringing music to audiences. I get to tell everybody in musical form what it looks like if you look through my window on the universe. And that makes me really happy. And where I am in my career is, I remember long ago saying to, the sky or the universe or whomever, that I would be completely happy if I spent my life doing what I'm doing. So that's where I am. Although there are times when I play really tiny clubs and I go, wait, I didn't mean that exactly like that.
Yeah, there was I'm going to forget his name. He was a minor player on Chips and a wonderful actor, and he died committing suicide, unfortunately, because he had a suicidality thing going in his life. But he did stories and told stories, and he talked once about having prayed to God that God would give him a series, and God put him on Chips, and he commented in one of his monologues, he wished he had been a little clearer with God about the series.
Perhaps a little more expansive.
Just, a good series. If he had just one more word, and maybe it would.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to matter, because every audience you sing for is the first time, is a new audience, and oftentimes a lot of people in there that are the first timers, and it's a new opportunity to teach a new student about now, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And as Orson Scott Card says, if you reach one person, you did the job.
That's right, because we are that's the only way we can communicate. It's all on one-to-one. That's the cool thing about the Facebook deal that you mentioned earlier. It's also, Facebook can be its own deal. But now you have you have many albums. 4 or 5 at least in the last. And you can talk to that and then set up the next song that we're going to play.
Okay. There are 5, and one in the oven. And the next song is off the 4th one, which is actually the 5th one if you count the one that I didn't take to press. But it started out with a song called Femme Fatale and ended up with its name being Siren Song. And dishonesty, how do I describe that? It's the moment when you notice that you're play acting, that who you're presenting to people is not who you really are. And that's the best I can do to set up this song.
Okay. That's a pretty good setup for the song. I think we ought to play it.
Okay.
There's a mirror in my bedroom to show me who I am, but the woman in it isn't me. 'Cause mirrors just reflect, they show what you're expecting, so what you get's not necessarily what you see. 'Cause that's the way of dishonesty. See the lies that I have told, the truths that I've misspoken, the answers I have phrased so carefully. Here an act of less than kindness, there a bit of willful blindness, but then everyone is blind to what they don't want to see. 'Cause that's the way of dishonesty. But I have secrets no one knows. I have scars upon my soul. I have dreams crying out to be free. There is wisdom I must earn and lessons I must learn, or else this is the way my whole life will be. There's a tree outside my window, and it sways in every breeze, but it still grows tall with graceful dignity. Gonna make that tree my symbol. Stop going where the wind blows. Stop trying to be what I think someone else thinks I should should be, 'cause that's the way of dishonesty. Yes, that's the way of dishonesty.
Now, that was Jan Seides singing Dishonesty, and I am... is anybody on the line here? Do we have anybody here? That's kind of sad. Oh, Tony, good. You are there. Thank goodness. When I was trying to get you a second ago while the song was playing and Jan Seides was singing, I didn't get you. Tony, talk to me. Talk to me. This is Tony Koch, people. She is a facilitator in music in Southern California and Arizona, and backs and promotes and helps songwriters and does radio shows and a podcast, and is kind of an incredible woman, a longtime friend of Jan's. And you got something coming up that you needed to tell me about.
Michael, first of all, let me thank you for letting me come on and talk about Jan and her wonderful music. That's one of my favorite songs, Dishonesty. That's a beautiful song to play out today. And I do have something very special going to be happening this Saturday in Los Angeles area. It's a private event for Jan. And Jan doesn't know this yet, but I've also invited 2 female singers and songwriters and their duos are going to be coming to also share the stage at Carl's Cozy Corner Cafe. And that's located outside of L.A., close in Porter Ranch. If people would like to attend, they need to message me directly. It's a private event in a very nice area just north of the 118 freeway. And it'll start around 3 o'clock. And we're going to go till 7 or 8 o'clock, depending on the mood of everybody. Jan will do a special set and perform for about 30, 40 minutes, however long she wants. This is for her and her family to enjoy. And then I've also got Sandra McCat with Tom Alfera. They are 2 awesome singer-songwriters that have done events with me. And they are just very, very wonderful energies as well. And I've got Debbie Hennessy, and she's coming out with her guitarist, and they will perform a couple songs each. And then we're going to open it up to other friends who will be bringing their guitars, mandolin, banjos, and we will enjoy a song swap or song circle. Now, we do want people to message me at 602-300-9626, either call or text, or we're going to put up an event on Facebook. This event does ask if people can put in $10. That will help us to cover the artist. We want Jan to feel very appreciated. And we will have some food, some beer, wine, and if they want to bring a potluck, then that'll take care of any donation they put in, or they can feel like they've given. So do you have any other questions for me?
I just really want you
to have you guys there.
I cannot tell you how excited I am, because I'm going to come and I'm going to bring the cameras and we're going to cover it. And I want you I have run long and I'm a bad boy here on radio. I want you real quick to give us one more time the contact.
The contact is Tony. That's me directly. Phone number is 602-300-9626. If they prefer to email, they can email me at pitchasong@gmail.com, pitchasong@gmail.com, or, again, we'll be on Facebook. I'll put it on social media. However, and if people want to perform or join in, we will be having a little jam after everybody's played.
I have a funny feeling it's going to be a party and you're not going to probably be able to stop at 8. Everybody come on out to Porter Ranch and meet Jan Seides and Tony Koch and Carl and everybody, because Carl Percival, and we're going to have a party on Saturday in Porter Ranch. Thank you guys so much. Sorry to the station for going long. Go ahead and hit your break.
Lancer Radio Network.
Lancer Radio Network. Pasadena Campus Sounds. Streaming live 24/7.
Get your parking permit for the spring semester now. No need to wait in long lines. Go to www.pasadena.edu and click on Student Services to get it done. No wait, no worry. Students are strongly encouraged to purchase parking permits online. Go ahead, check another thing off your list before school starts again. Student parking is $64 per semester. Go to pasadena.edu/student services now.